So the first card you have for your past is the Hermit. So yes, obviously this Hermit, he's by himself, he's thinking very deeply, he's trying to find his path, he's trying to find his kind of thought processes. Excuse me, I just had a hiccup, sorry about that. So yeah, I think you probably had a lot to think about at this time. I'm actually seeing you were trying to make a decision, you were trying to kind of put all of the cogs in your mind and try to get everything to place and try to kind of sort this out in your mind. I think someone was trying to get you to make a decision, trying to get you to make a quick decision. They were trying to get you to hurry up with something. Now, a quick decision for you isn't the same as a quick decision for this person. They're quite a kind of rushed kind of a person. You're the complete opposite. You like to really take your time. You like to weigh everything up. But I think whatever this was a lot more important to this person than to you. And I don't think you realized how important it was for them. For you, I think this could have been a practical thing. This could have been something on a list that you just had to cross off and do, whatever it was. It didn't have much thought in it. But for that, well, it had a lot of thought. You had to decide this. It was taking you a long time, but it didn't have a lot of emotion in it for you. But for them, I think it had a lot more meaning. And I think this is someone you're in a relationship with, or you were, or it's some kind of love connection with you. Now, I think maybe this person might have thought that if you made this decision, it might show them something and might prove something, prove your love to them or something like that. It might prove something about your relationship or something like that. I hope this is making sense. But whatever this was, yeah, it meant a lot to them emotionally, a lot. It's like, if you do this, this will show me how much you care about me. It's that kind of thing. And I don't think you were realizing that or seeing this thing the way that they were seeing it. But, you know, this was difficult for you and difficult for them as well. It was difficult for both of you. And, you know, I'm just seeing that the more they pushed this, the more they tried to get you to do this, the harder it might have been for you to actually make this decision for some reason. It made it more and more difficult. And, you know, you might have actually gone off to be by yourself for a while, like the Hermit. And I think you just needed space in your head. I think this person was pushing you, and you just needed to go by yourself and be away from them for a while. I don't think you meant to stall on this. I don't think you meant to take your time on purpose. It was like you just wanted to make the right decision. But I also think that this could have been a lot more complicated than they realized as well. I think you realized, you knew that this was going to take a lot of time. It had a lot of difficult things in this that you had to sort out. And so it was like you weren't understanding them, why they were so emotional, and they weren't understanding why you were being so slow with this. So it was kind of this thing where you both weren't understanding each other. That's what I'm seeing. So the next card you have for your past is Temperance. So again, I'm seeing that you weren't understanding them, they weren't understanding you, and you both had to try and get back into balance with each other, because the Temperance card can be about balancing. And, you know, you had good intentions as well. You didn't mean to make them feel bad. You didn't mean to slow things down on purpose. I just keep on seeing them saying, you know, why haven't you changed this, or something like that? Why haven't you done this? So maybe they wanted you to change something that had something to do with some kind of relationship status or something like that, or how people would see you as a couple, as a relationship or something like that. I think, you know, they didn't want to keep on pushing it. They didn't want to look silly or petty, but they were so emotional about this that they ended up doing that anyway. I don't think either of you were necessarily right or wrong here. I think you just both had completely different perceptions, different ideas about what this actually meant for you and for them and for this relationship. So, yeah, I hope this makes sense. I just think you were both completely separate on this, and I think you just needed to come back together and come into balance with this. The last card you have for your past is the Hanged Man. So, again, I'm seeing this situation again. you both saw this completely differently. Again, they thought that you were seeing things from the wrong angle, maybe from upside down, like this hanged man, and maybe you thought the same of them. You thought they weren't seeing things properly. They definitely saw you as holding back, because that's what the hanged man does, and not doing very much. But I'm seeing that you were kind of doing a lot. You were doing a lot of thinking with this hermit. You were in your mind working out how you were going to kind of fix this and do this and decide this thing. You were trying to come up with the best idea, the most thoughtful, the most the best idea you could think of. You were just taking your time thinking about it. But your ideas were growing. You were getting there. There are leaves on this tree growing, so this is about growth as well. But they weren't seeing that. They were just seeing you as doing nothing, and you weren't doing nothing. I'm also seeing that you did love this person. You still do love this person, but you might have gone through a lot to be with them. You might have really even sacrificed things to be with them. The hanged man can be about sacrificing one thing to be able to achieve another thing. So, yeah, sacrifice, but it's not as if you expected them to be grateful for you being with them. It's not like that. It's not like, oh, you need to be grateful of all these sacrifices I've made and put up with everything. It wasn't that kind of thing. It was just that maybe you felt as if they weren't appreciating you, they weren't appreciating what you'd done for them or what you'd been through or the sacrifices you'd made to be with them, something like that. You were thinking, this person's really angry with me and I'm trying my best, but they just don't appreciate what I've done for them. I've already done so much for them. It's that kind of thing I'm seeing there in that card. So the first card you have for your present is the Page of Wands. So the pages are learning that they can be students, sometimes they're teenagers, and this page is looking up. He's thinking, oh, I have a lot to learn. How am I going to achieve what I want to achieve? So I'm seeing that you might have been, or you might be helping people, not just helping people practically, but you might be helping them in their life, helping them to achieve things in their life. I'm actually seeing one specific person who might be a bit younger than you, and they're kind of out of their normal environment. Maybe they're away from their home. They might be a student, but I'm seeing you helping this person out. You might actually be in a role, in a job where you're teaching. It might not be a traditional classroom, but you are teaching people, you are helping people in some way. You're using your words, you're using your experience to help people. I'm seeing that quite a lot in this. And yeah, even when you're not in this role, people come to you for advice, because I'm seeing you having a kind of you have a very calm, but you have a very fun, playful kind of a personality as well. And so people see you as someone who they warm to. They're kind of attracted to that. They're attracted to your personality. You also have a lot of life experience. I think you've been through a lot in your life, a lot of hard things, as well as a lot of interesting things. So maybe you've seen things that a lot of people couldn't even imagine. Really, really different things, So, you have a lot of personal knowledge, and this knowledge helps people. You might have been trying to, or you might be trying to prevent this student, this person, from making some of the mistakes that you've actually made in your past. But this is really nice. I'm getting a really nice feeling around this. It's like this person really looks up to you, they appreciate you, and they listen to you. They really look at you very intently, listen to what you have to say, and they really follow your advice as well. They really look up to you. I keep on seeing that. Just like this page is looking up to this wand, this person looks up to you. The next card you have for your present is the Queen of Cups. So yes, this is a bit random as well. This is another random thing. I keep on seeing these random things kind of popping into this reading. I don't mean it to be random, but yeah, you might have a lot of creativity inside you as well. But maybe you might have lost a chance to pursue this or something like that. I'm actually seeing art and I'm seeing music as well. I'm actually seeing both of these things. So you might want to do both. You might want to do one of these things. Whatever it is, please do something to pursue these things. If you have regrets, any regrets over not having done this already, you might have been told as a child not to do this. You might have talked yourself out of it as well. But, I know this sounds a bit cringy, I know that, but it's never too late. It's never too late to start this if that's what you want to do. Please start somewhere, and don't worry about what people might think of you, and don't worry about what they might say to you, because your family might have something to say about this if you start this again, like maybe someone in your family said when you were growing up. Ignore them. Just do whatever you want. Don't worry about what they think of you. Just forge ahead and do what you want, please. The other thing I'm seeing in this card is saving, rescuing. The Queen of Cups is someone who sometimes gets lost in her emotions. She's so emotional. She can't do anything practical. She can't help herself. So she needs someone to come and rescue her. So this might be what you are sacrificing in the Hanged Man, because I'm seeing this person being in quite a bad situation in the past. There's a lot of sadness around this. You might have helped them out of this. It might even be depression or something like that. They might not have been depressed, but you did help them out of a bad situation. They were very sad. There was some sadness around this. I don't know exactly what this was, but you did help them. And if someone's depressed, if they're going through something, obviously, or emotional issues, obviously it's not their fault. But you have been through a lot with them. You've helped them a lot. You've sacrificed a lot for them, and you've been under pressure when you're around them as well. So that's what I'm seeing. So you might be thinking, yes, I do love them. I do care about them, but they have to try and understand me as well. I've spent a lot of time understanding them, helping them. They need to understand things about me as well. Why I'm taking my time, why I'm doing that. Instead of just criticizing, they need to really try to understand me. That's what I'm seeing. The last card you have for your present is the Ten of Cups. Beautiful card. So I'm seeing families. I'm actually seeing blended families in this card. You might have come from a blended family maybe, or this relationship that I'm seeing might be a blended family kind of thing. It might be that one or both of you could have children. And if you do both have children, or there are children in this, or it's one of your children, you're both quite organized with these children. I'm seeing that, and I'm seeing you kind of working well together with these children. You work as a team quite well together. But yes, don't be angry, but I'm seeing that they're probably a bit more organized than you are, actually. That's just what I'm seeing. And, you've had some ups and downs with this person as well. But the key is you both want the same things. You both have hope that things are going to progress positively. You both have hope in each other, which is beautiful. And a rainbow is a symbol of hope. And it's also a symbol of promise. So there's a promise that this will happen if you work at this together. There's a promise and there's hope that things are going to be very positive between you. That's what I'm seeing in that card. So the first card you have for your future is the Nine of Wands. So even though you both have hope for this relationship, and I do as well, because when you have the Ten of Cups, obviously it's very, very promising, very positive. You're still going to be dealing with this issue that you've been disagreeing on for a long time, that I'm seeing all over this reading. And you're still going to have this problem of not really understanding each other properly around this. So I'm actually seeing you feeling a bit defensive. They might be starting to lose patience. They might be coming at you, being angry or something, and you're getting all defensive. And if this resonates, I think you might just have to sit down and you might have to talk about this when things aren't as raw, when they're not as emotional. Try to get some quiet time to yourselves. Sit down, talk about this where there's no distractions, nothing like that. You might have to kind of plan this time out for yourselves if you have a family. I think you both just need to sit down and you both just need to understand the other person's point of view without getting defensive, without being upset, without overreacting. The thing is, you both want the Ten of Cups, so there's a lot of hope here. If you do want the Ten of Cups, and I'm seeing you do, sometimes it can take a lot of work to get to the Ten of Cups. But it's worth it. It is well worth doing this. So please have this talk. Please try to work through this issue you have. The next card you have for your future is the Three of Cups. So, yes, don't let distractions get in the way of you having this conversation. It's very important. I know you're going to be busy. This is this time of year. There can be a lot of socializing, parties, all of that kind of thing you're going to have to go to. You're also going to have a lot of work to do at this time as well. Don't miss this conversation. Don't say, oh, well, I'm busy, I've got this and that. No, put some time aside to have this conversation. This is very important for both of you. Also, when you have this conversation, be very careful not to get so emotional that it overrides what's in your head. It overrides all rational thought. This is for both you and them. Don't put your emotions over your mind, over your brain. These three women in this card, they're holding their cups over their heads. They're putting their emotions, their water, their cups over their heads, over their brains. So please keep a clear head when you have this conversation. Please don't be overly emotional, because it's only going to end up with everyone yelling or being upset or all of that kind of thing, and that's not going to help. And as I can see, time is very precious to you. You don't have a lot of it. If you do have this family that I was seeing, you're carving out this time to speak to each other, so please use it wisely. The last card you have for your future is the Four of Cups. So yes, obviously this is a very specific situation, and I'm seeing that all through this reading. You having this issue with this person in this relationship and having to get together and come to an agreement with this, or getting some balance with this. So I know it won't resonate with everyone. It might only resonate with a very few people. I hope it reaches the right people or the right person. But this is what I'm seeing in this. So obviously someone is dealing with this issue. So in this conversation, again, I know I'm repeating myself, but I'm seeing defensiveness again. I'm seeing this happening between both of you, and this is a message to you to make sure this doesn't happen. There's a danger that you both might want to be heard so much that nobody's heard. You might talk over each other. So I want to be heard, and then nobody's heard. Don't let that happen. This card could also be about being grateful, because this man's very ungrateful. He's being offered this beautiful cup and he's just turning his nose up. He's not interested in it. So the thing is, be grateful for each other. I don't like saying this because I know it sounds a bit preachy and it sounds like I'm telling you what to do, and I don't like to do that. But if this resonates, you're both here. Be grateful for that. You're both on the same page. Be grateful for that. You both have hope. Be grateful for that. You both love each other enough to want to sort this out. Be grateful for that. Use that positivity and that gratefulness and build on that. Don't build on the negativity. Build on the positivity. Don't name call. Don't do any of that kind of thing. If you start to do that, bring it back, bring the conversation back to something positive. There's a lot of hope for you. I have hope for you too. You just need to work at it. You just need to see each other's point of view. And yes, it's going to be a lot of hard work, but it's well worth it to get to this 10 of Cups that you both want.